Yeah, that's
All
good.
right, okay.
Yep. Thanks.
Hello.
No,
There we go. All good?
yeah.
Thanks for the note, by the way.
For me?
Thank you for the note.
I know.
You said just meet you over here at the general entrance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. So, how's work today?
You know, I started early this morning.
Did ya?
I
Yeah.
did. And it's been good, actually. It's been steady, which I am so thankful for.
Yeah.
I like it when it's steady.
I've never seen so many people with cancer in my life.
Oh, what's going on? Like over here, you mean?
Yeah, this is a cancer center.
I did not know that. I thought there was a cancer center over at Foothills.
Oh, yeah, Tom Baker. Yeah.
Yes.
But this is where they do all the radiation and chemotherapy. So
Gotcha.
I had no idea so many people had cancer.
And are you
Yeah,
here
yeah.
because you have
Yeah,
cancer?
cancer, yeah.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, man.
Why? What'd you do? No,
I'm
it's,
sorry for the circumstance.
I know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, it's fine, man. I'm gonna beat it.
When did you find out?
A couple months ago. Been a rough year already.
Yeah.
Dad died in February. Found out I had cancer right before that.
Right, like last
Yeah.
month he died?
Yeah, February 3rd. Yeah.
So double whammy.
Double whammy to start 2021 because COVID wasn't bad enough. Yeah, but yeah, it's all good.
What kind of cancer are you fighting?
Esophagus.
Esophagus, okay.
Esophageal.
Did you sense anything out of
Yeah, I couldn't swallow.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's
Food started going down really rough and it started heaving and
Yeah.
it was horrible.
Yeah.
Huge pain in my chest. And I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
But I went like within 3 days. My friend's ICU nurse at Foothills.
Yeah.
She works in the intensive care unit.
Sure.
I asked her, I said, can't swallow. What do you think that is? She said cancer. I said,
Oh.
oh, great. I said, nothing like the soft blow.
Yeah.
So then my sister's a nurse, and I asked her, and she said the same thing, right off top, cancer.
Yeah, yeah.
So the first thing I did was, I was in the doctor that afternoon. I had heard it twice, and that was it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going on for long. It was only 3 days. So, I caught it really quick. Stage 2.
And how many stages are there?
Huh?
There's 4? 4 stages. So this is kind of okay.
Yeah.
Early then.
Yeah. And it has metastasized. It's gone nowhere else. So.
My this week, this Thursday,
Yeah.
my siblings and I are gathering
Yeah.
virtually
Yeah.
to remember my mom's passing a year ago
Oh.
from cancer as well too.
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
You know, I swear to God, they're putting something in our foods or something giving people cancer because it was never as prevalent as it is now. It's everywhere now. Everybody's got it. So many people have cancer. I had no idea until I caught it and people started talking to me about it. There is so much cancer going on. I'm just flabbergasted they haven't found a cure for it yet because they can develop all these things, but they can't. Once they become big business, they don't want to find a cure, right? They don't want to find a vaccination that'll help people because if they do, they're out of business. It'd be trillions of dollars, right? So hundreds of thousands of people would lose their jobs if they found it. So they're never going to find a cure. But it's everywhere now, everywhere. It's just mind blowing how many people have it.
A friend of mine has it's her son who's 9 years old.
Yeah.
He just beat his cancer, but he had they discovered it early last year, and they just discovered it because his eye was bulging out, and it was behind the eye. So wow, yeah. So that they had quite the year as well too, but thankfully he's on the other end now, which is awesome. But like you're saying, it's
everywhere now.
Devastating.
It is, yeah. Well, yeah. It's going to be 5 weeks of. I got 5 weeks of radiation, 5 days a week, and chemo. Well, that hard as you can.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't care how sick I get.
Yeah.
I can do five weeks of total discomfort. I said,
Yeah.
you know, that's what it takes. That's what it takes.
Yeah.
And I got surgery 4 to 6 weeks after that.
Okay.
They're gonna remove my esophagus and build me a new one out of my stomach.
Really?
I didn't even know they could do that.
Wow. That's
Apparently
crazy. I can kind of picture how that would work, but wow, that's quite a. Because I guess it still needs that peristalsis movement, right? That
it does.
Yeah.
But I'm optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always the glass half full type of guy. I'll beat this. I know I will.
That's awesome. Okay, are you always this confident though, or do you have moments where you're like, okay, this is
always.
Okay.
Yeah. Always.
Just optimistic by nature.
Yeah. And from day one of this, I've been optimistic. You know, I've been through way too much to let cancer beat me. Which way are you taking back there? Are you going to take Coachella?
I'm suggesting Coachella up top. Should I just turn right here?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
You can take whichever way you want.
Okay.
But yeah, I would, you got to be optimistic. If you're not, then, there's too many pessimists out there nowadays.
Sounds like you've been through quite a bit. What are some of the things you've made it through in life where you're like, yeah, this is not...
When I was 5, I had toxic epidermal necrosis.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's poisoning and dying of the skin cells.
Wow.
And you could just touch me like that, and a whole sheet of skin would just come off.
Seriously?
Yeah, I was literally see-through by the time they found the doctor that had seen it once before.
Yeah.
Way off in Africa somewhere, he had seen it, and he knew what to give me for it.
Yeah.
But other than that, they were stumped. They had no idea what was going on. And by the time they found a cure for me, my skin was so thin that you could actually see all my internal organs. Yeah, they had me strapped down with and sedated with rabbit fur almost handcuffs to the bed because they didn't want me to scratch because I would have scratched a hole or anything. I beat that.
Say the name of that again.
Toxic epidermal necrosis.
And how did you gain your...
They have no idea where it comes from or how people get it, but I was like one in 1.5 million people catch it.
Okay.
Like if you went to, and that was at Foothills Hospital, and if you went there, I was 5. If you went there now, there would maybe be one other person that ever had it. Right?
That's amazing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's that rare.
How did they help you recover?
It was this cocktail of special antibiotics and some other treatment. But, so I've already beat that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drove over a cliff one time, drunk, at a party out in the bush in the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rolled my car 300 feet down a cliff. Right? Rolled it 8 times. Tore the doors off. The hood of the truck. Everything. And I walked away from that, climbed the cliff, and hitchhiked back into town.
Wow.
Yeah, the roof was crushed down in my car.
Yeah.
Everywhere but the driver's seat.
Okay.
Right? The trunk was literally had come off and was folded in half. Like it was, all the tires were off it and everything.
Yeah.
I got out, climbed the cliff, hitchhiked. Went back the next day because I was in such good shape. I thought, call a tow truck, and dazed, right?
Yeah.
And I went back, and from the top of the cliff, my car looked that big.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Were you awake for that whole ordeal or no?
Yep.
You were. So you can
I remember grabbing onto the bottom of the steering wheel and bracing my arm like that on the roof.
Yeah.
I even remember my hand getting jolted the one time. My hand came out and I touched the ground with the back of my hand out the window.
Yeah.
And thought, get your hand back in because if it rolls over an arm, it'll pull your arm off. Like I remember, I was instantly sober.
Yeah.
The adrenaline just.
Yeah.
There's nothing I could do though. I was on a mountain road, hit Washboard Road, and it was a sharp corner. It was almost 100, like just 180 degree corner, or 90 degree corner, and I was like, wow, there's no way I'm gonna make that. I touched my brakes and my tires just floated, and I just went over the cliff.
Yeah.
Right? but I was lucky because I was still trying to make the corner. So the back end of my car slid out sideways, and I hit a tree. Right, that was coming out the side of the cliff. And it whipped my car and started rolling. Which probably saved my life, because if I had gone straight over, I would have just, the impact would have killed me. Right, but because it whipped my car, it hit the back end and started rolling. I lived. I walked away from it.
And would there be any elements of the being intoxicated that helped your body relax as well through that whole process, or not at all?
There was no relaxation during that.
Okay.
Yeah, they say you stiffen up, you can do more damage, but believe me, I wasn't relaxed. I had a desk grip on the bottom of my steering wheel, my arm like that.
Yeah. You knew what was going on.
But literally, the roof was crushed down everywhere. I was so lucky.
Oh man.
There was